What's going on, guys? It's Fastfeet here with Ace Games TV, and today I have the most awesome and probably one of the best warrior tanking guides for MoP on the planet right now because I'm just that amazing. No, I'm kidding. But let me just say something real quick, guys. Just keep in mind that whatever I say, this is a beta. This is a beta. Things can change. And so keep in mind that my information not be 100% correct. This is basically just my intuition of being 8 out of 8 heroic in Cataclysm. This is basically me just taking my skills from that and bringing it over to Mists of Pandaria. Now, this is basically just my current understanding of what warrior tanks are like on the Mists of Pandaria. Now, I'm just going to kind of go over everything I have here and just kind of show you guys what my general setup is and, possibly the way that you might want to set your warrior up. Now, let's kind of go over our talents here. Now, the reason that I picked up Juggernaut for the level 15 talent is you can charge every 12 seconds instead of 20. Now, the reason that I picked that up instead of double time is because what I find myself doing in instances like, say, Dragon Soul, let me take that as, current events, everyone knows what that kind of is like. I would find myself needing to charge, every, once in a while, not need to charge twice immediately. Because you have things like, Heroic Leap, you have Intervene, you have so many other ways to get around that I think I would rather just have a shorter cooldown on my charge. So that's why I picked that. So let's move on to the next one. Now, I used to have Second Wind. Now, the reason I changed that is because it's not when you are struck that you get the health back. Now it's whenever you're below 35%. So that is, out. There's no way that you should take that for tanking. Now, I have Impending Victory. Now, the reason I have Impending Victory is because it's a 30-second cooldown and it's 10% of your maximum health. That and also when you kill, anything that yields experience or honor, you get 20%. So, obviously you may not be killing a lot of shit that, that would yield that in, say a, 10, 25-man heroic. But, it's there. So the reason that I picked that, it's just because, in Rage and Regeneration, it's 10% plus another 20 or another 10, and it's on a 1-minute cooldown. I feel like I would rather have the Impending Victory on a 30-second cooldown and get 10% than have to wait 1 minute and get 20. I would rather have Impending Victory. It's just kind of another button for me to press that, just like an oh shit, press it, get a little bit of health back real quick so the healers can get me back up. So that's why I picked Impending Victory. Let's move on to the next one here. Now, this is kind of a toss-up, if you ask me. It's kind of a toss-up. I wouldn't mind Staggering Shout, which causes all enemies within 20 yards that are snared to become rooted for 5 seconds. I wouldn't mind that. Keep in mind that they do have to be snared. So that it's kind of like an iffy thing, right? Piercing Howl, I don't think I would want at all because I really don't see a point in reducing people's movement speed by 50% if I'm in a PvE. I don't see the point. It's pointless. It really is. PvP, great. PvE, not so great. But I picked Disrupting Shout Up because interrupts all spell casting within 10 yards and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 4 seconds. So it's just another interrupt, Why not? It helps you out, it helps the raid out, just something to have. Now, I picked up Shockwave for this one because it's a 20-second cooldown that, it stuns everyone in front of you. It's a decent amount of damage. Definitely not going to be picking up Bladestorm. Definitely not, because obviously you're spinning around. You can't be shield blocking. You can't be doing any of that stuff. So definitely not Bladestorm. You could pick up Dragon Roar, though. It's a 1-minute cooldown, guaranteed crit, ignores all armor. It's good. But I feel like I would rather have something that's on a lower cooldown. So as you can see, I'm kind of going for things that are on a lower cooldown so that I can use more often than, like exactly like this. In Rage Regeneration, 1 minute compared to Impending Victory, 30 seconds. So you can kind of tell what I'm doing here. So that's why I went for Shockwave. Now, this one is also another toss-up. Vigilance reduces damage taken by 30% of whoever you put it on, right? 2-minute cooldown. So basically it's, you know, a mini shield wall except for a specific person. Now, you could go Master Spell Reflect, but I believe that this is going to be completely based on the fight, right? So you're not going to use Master Spell Reflect on a fight where, you know, there's no spell casting. You know, why? There's no point in doing that. So I would run Vigilance just so if anything, the off tank, I could put it on the off tank. He takes less damage, you know, for big bursts, stuff like that. You know, and you don't really need Safeguard considering you already have Intervene. You already, you know, take a hit. Obviously, you don't get that 20%, but you know, you're still taking a hit that they would have, you know, inevitably taken. So that's why I decided to pick up Vigilance just for the extra cooldown. Now, the 90 abilities, obviously, the reason I picked Avatar is for two main reasons. The first reason is Rage Generation. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Rage, I feel for Warriors, is a little wacky right now. Every time, you know, for now, in Dragon Soul, every time, you know, you're getting hit, you're getting Rage, you know, every time you attack, you're getting Rage, all this stuff, and they took some of that stuff out. So we're not getting as much Rage as we did, which makes the start of a fight very, very, very difficult for us to generate so much Rage and to do the threat that we are required. So I picked up Avatar for the increased damage and for the increased Rage generation. Just so threat at the start of a fight isn't wonky. You know, so you could pick up that, whatever you're trying to pick up, you could pick it up immediately and as fast as you possibly can. That's the reason for picking up Avatar for me. Bloodbath, obviously completely useless. Don't even look at it. Stormbolt is a good possibility because you would have Heroic Throw and Stormbolt. So, you know, it would help, but I just feel like it doesn't do enough damage, and it's not something that we need. We need threat. That's what we need as tanks. We need threat. We need to make sure that whatever we are, you know, killing, it needs to be on us and not on anyone else. And the DPS need to not worry about threat and just go ball to the wall. So I feel that Avatar is going to give us the most threat generation compared to the other two. So that's why I picked Avatar. Now I'm going to go over Glyphs real quick. Keep in mind, guys, that this is just kind of my general, you know, this is what I picked for the current time being. I don't know if it's completely optimized for, you know, correctly for tanking, but this is just kind of what I picked. Now, Glyph of Heavy Repercussions. While your shield block is active, your shield slam hits for an additional 50% damage. Just like I said before, helps with threat. That's really the reason why I love it. Glyph of Insight. Using Devastate during Deadly Calm reduces the cost of Heroic Strike and Cleave by an additional 20 Rage, making them a total of 10 Rage. So, like I said before, it helps with threat generation. And Glyph of Death from Above reduces the cooldown on Heroic Leap by 15 seconds and increases the damage by 100%. This is more of just a mobility thing. That's the reason why I got it. You know, 15 seconds off Heroic Leap, which, you know, now it's 30 seconds compared to, you know, 45. So it's just, you know, something else to help me get around. Because you can't tank Warriors. Obviously, we can't tank something from afar. So we need to get right on top of it, and we need to get tanking it, you know, ASAP. So I feel that that's why I picked Heroic Leap. Like I said before, there could be other ones that are better. Excuse me. But that's just the one that I have picked for now. Now, all the, you know, the minor glyphs, they're just make you look pretty. That's really all they are. So, you know, pick whatever the heck you want to pick for these. They really are useless beyond all comparing. You know, like, you know, what the heck am I going to need that in PvE? What, you know, what the heck? Why? You don't need it. No, you don't need it. So, pick whatever the heck you want. Now, I'm going to briefly go over this. This is how I feel that tanks are going to be going in the direction of. So, our mastery is, it increases our chance to block, and it increases our chance to critically block, right? That's what our mastery does. And as you can see, my block is shit. It is shit. It is 18.90. Now, obviously, I'm 90, and so, obviously, the stats are going to get, you know, fucked around with a little bit. And I'm still in almost, you know, full Heroic Dragon Soul gear. So, you know, obviously, that's why the stats are a little bit fucked up. But, on live, I have around, I think it's around 50 to 60% block. And that is the result of 50 to 60% block add in 5 levels, so you know your stat weights are gonna get messed up, and you know not having current gear. So I went from 50 to 60% to 19%. You know, so what I am feeling towards, guys, is that parry and dodge is going to actually take more. It's going to override mastery. All right, sorry guys, my computer kind of messed up there, but all right. So let me get back on to what I was saying. My dodge and parry, I feel, are going to take more of a priority over mastery. Now, the reason that I feel this is because of all of the damage reduction things that we have. You know, we have shield block. You know, that's 9-second recharge. It's like the monk roll thing, and that's 60 rage. So basically, what I have been noticing is once we have threat in a fight, once we have threat, all we are going to be doing is using shield block and shield barrier, and then we're going to be using our other 2 abilities to generate that rage. That's what I feel is currently where we're headed. So I feel that dodge and parry are going to override mastery. Now, keep in mind, this is just kind of my gut feeling. So, you know, if I'm wrong, don't, you know, jump down my throat for it. So that's kind of the way I feel like it's going to be heading. Anything can change. You know, I could be completely wrong, but that is what I feel at the current moment. Because you don't get very much for mastery. Now, obviously, I don't have the heroic gear for, you know, MoP, and I don't have the normal gear for MoP, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what the stat weights are going to be like. When I do, I will, you know, freely tell you guys what's going on, and that's how, you know, this is how you should go, this is how you should gem, this is how you do everything. But at the current moment, I feel dodge and parry are going to be greater than mastery. As well as, you know, you can get stamina in there as well. So that is the way that I feel everything is going, guys. So dodge, parry, you know, you might want to reforge to that. Reforge out of mastery and into dodge and parry. You know, you still might want to go for block. I could be wrong, but dodge and parry I feel is the way to go. Just because we have a way to get 100% block through shield block. You know, we could almost keep that up 24/7 as long as we have the rage to do it. So I feel that that's the way we should go. Anyways, guys, I will be putting everything else in the description that you need to know, as well as if you guys have any questions on if, you know, any further questions on what you should do as a warrior, feel free, comments below, you know, as well as tell me what I can do to make this video or any current or coming videos better, as I do love to hear feedback. It does help me out. As well as, you know, if you like this video, feel free to go to Ace Games TV's channel. Check out all the other videos. You know, we have got a lot of good directors there. We have a lot of cool stuff coming out from them. So feel free to check them out. Anyways, you know, hit the video up with a like. Subscribe to the channel. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. I'm glad that you guys would like to learn more about warriors in the tanking area. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys all have an awesome day. I'll see you guys around. Peace out.